welcome to this short video I'm doing on INTP and how the INTP, from my personal perspective, how we experience emotions and how emotions manifest in INTPs. So this is a very subjective video. I'm going to be talking about how I experience emotion in my life and then feed that through the system of the INTP Myers-Briggs personality typology. So, how do I experience emotion? Very much all or nothing. In a nutshell, I've experienced incredibly deep and seemingly meaningful emotional states, or I have a very large disconnect between myself and whatever emotions I think I might be thinking. So basically, the INTP, and it is apparently its weakest function is the externalized feeling. So it's being able to express our emotions in a way that is relevant, I suppose. And see, like I'm even doing it now. I'm like doing a list form of how my emotions express themselves, as opposed to actually just experiencing whatever emotion is attached to whatever I was talking about 5 minutes ago, because I've just already forgotten. So, yeah, so we've got, in the functional stack of INTPs, we've got, this is just based on little stuff on it, so we've got strong TIs, very strong TI, to the point where we can spot contradictions and errors in thinking very rapidly. But the trade-off is that in terms of our emotions, we're somewhat distant and aloof, often, and lost in our own world would be an adequate description that's often used to describe how INTPs function in general. So I sometimes I even do it myself. I'm getting bored by the sound of my voice right now because I'm over-analysing my actual presentation as I'm delivering it. But by the by, that is. Yeah, so 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Let's talk about my personal experience. So, my emotions, like I said, all or nothing thing for me personally. Like I either feel very, 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 very much a emotional state and a very much an extreme, or I just kind of feel like disconnected and a bit far away from everything all the time. So kind of like a far away feeling I get all the time, like I'm here and I know I'm here logically, rationally and all the rest of it. I'm just living in my own head a lot, which is good, but I find it very hard to get grounded into what this stuff is, like reality and that. So I'm just kind of like living in my own head a lot, and I don't know, it's hard to break out of that state though, because if that's your natural state of the mind, then how can you break out of your natural state? It's like, there's methods I suppose you can work on, and when we have emotional outbursts as well, INTPs, and I've done this in my own life, we have extreme acting out. So we will act out big time, and we'll have a moment of snappy moments, I guess, of I can't take this anymore, because we store it up in our heads. That's the thing. Some emotions are INTPs. We basically store emotion, and then when it comes out, you are going to know, because it will come out like an explosion of emotion. It could be sadness, it could be happiness, it could be joy, it could be tiredness. That's hard to sound really. It could be horror, it could be laughter, it could be... We basically store a lot of it up basically in our memory bank, I guess, which is the archive of our brains, metaphorically. And then if certain emotions don't get pressure valved, I guess, to use a boiler analogy, then we really do explode in an emotional way, whether that be positive or negative emotion, whether it be love, hate, fear, loathing, Las Vegas, humour, pleasure, bliss, the whole list of emotional states. And obviously all those things, and for everybody in general, all those different emotional states get released anyway, and that's just life, that's part of life. But where it can get unhealthy with the INTP is obviously we get to, the TI is on natural strength. We are naturally modelling fucking worlds in our head nearly every single day, modelling whole systems of thought that a lot of other people apparently can't do for some reason. I don't know why, but I mean, obviously I know why. It's because that shit is what I do naturally anyway. But then obviously, if you've got a strength in one area of thinking, then another area of thinking, well, the opposite of thinking. See, this is it. I've just done it, and I've defined feelings and emotion as a process of thinking, which possibly they are on some level. But the whole point of emotion is that it's instinct. You don't have to think about it. So I've already contradicted myself, and then realised my contradiction quite instantaneously, and then I'm now explaining my contradiction via the medium of the webcam. And I'm even talking in the third person now, basically, or kind of like describing something in a very abstract but literal, in some senses, manner. I don't know. We're just mental. Basically, we're just with emotion. We just need time. That's the main thing. Time and patience. I think a lot of people don't know how to understand the INTP because they expect, and it's not even about emotion's not about like being tactile. That's all fine. I think INTPs are incredibly tactile people once they're comfortable with someone in their space, and whether that be platonic friends or romantic partners or whatever. But what was I saying? I can't remember. So basically it's not about that. It's about tactility. I mean, or being tactile or being receptive in body language terms. What I mean is, we are extremely passive in our emotional understanding of the world, somewhat reflective, 100% reflective. So we are INTP, and I can definitely speak for myself here. We reflect on thinking. It's our TIM process. It's our thinking natural instinct. And now, obviously, we experience emotion. Part of the reason I got music on in the background is because of the way that I actually access emotion in myself is through music, as well as other things, obviously. But music is one of the main channels of way that I have within my brain to access emotional worlds as opposed to purely rational ones. Obviously, human relationships do that as well, but that's, again, it's kind of more of a reflective relationship that you develop there, where the emotions get released through the very network of relationships themselves. And obviously, kind of like all relationships on some level are knowledge exchange and learning, sharing, teaching each other stuff, and then learning from other people, and then you behavioural patterns and such, and just perspective actually, which is important in life, of course, if not key. So I've talked about emotional expression in an INTP, and I think a lot of what we do actually with emotion is interpretation, and a broad interpretation. I've been doing it actually pretty much from most of this video. So I don't know why I'm saying we, I guess I'm just speaking generally, but I will often interpret my emotions before I actually experience them, or I ever preface my emotional states with a marker language, or after I've experienced a very intense emotional state, I will often justify my reasons for, even verbally, for experiencing that emotional state, and it will at least happen in my mind that I will rationalise what happened. So, obviously, I've had times when I've been very upset, and in my own personal life, I have bipolar disorder, which kind of muddies the waters somewhat, because that's a condition of mood disorder, whereby your moods, my moods, will shift naturally up and down quite rapidly, sometimes over periods of time, but yeah, so there's that as well, which muddies the whole picture. What I'm talking about is we have extremely strong emotions, basically. So often it's a very misunderstood, I think, in this model of typology. We've seen these kind of robots, like emotionless, almost like people on islands or something, like emotionless ivory towers. That would be a good one to use, a good expression to use to describe how people externally see us, because we're extremely introverted and very quiet, meditative philosopher types. I mean, the people just see us as kind of just like ivory towers, and people often feel that we're, as INTPs, that we are very hard to access emotionally, or like, because another thing sort of commonly mentioned is the fact that we have very little time for small talk, and in my case this is 100% definitely true. I just get, if someone starts talking about something I'm not interested in, I will just not pay attention, which can seem quite rude, I suppose, which is probably what we get cast as ivory tower intellectuals, I suppose, which is fine. I mean, I am that to a degree, but sorry, it's to mess me out for something like me. I am that to a degree, but I'm not like a complete ivory tower caught up in my own headspace. I'm quite down to earth in a lot of ways, to be honest. Like, sometimes I go gigs, sometimes I go out and stuff, and sometimes I go mental, and sometimes I go have a dance, and sometimes I have emotional states, I guess. And I mean, at the minute, my mood is, it's been pretty good. I've got new changes, lots of change happening in my life at the minute, which is good, because I'm 31 now, so I kind of feel like I need to make a few changes for the better in my life. Like, I've lived very unhealthily in the last 2 years. I've been drinking, smoking a lot more. I've kind of mixed career, work. I've been doing busy creative work, but I really need to fix a lot of aspects of my life. But those, part of the head fuck, I think, being an INTP, all that stuff, is that we can see the solution and we know the solution and we know how to logically apply the solution, i.e. creating a better life for yourself. But we often get caught on tangents, and then our minds just, or the mind of us, or INTP, or person, whatever, me, blah 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 blah, get stuck down many different winding tunnels, and we don't really focus. So, anyway, I've chatted for 15 minutes, so that was some riffing on emotions as an INTP. I probably look really unhealthy just because my web camera colors are so rubbish, it's terrible web camera, but yeah. So, I mean, if you yourself have any kind of dear viewer, have any thoughts of your own, feel free to add them below. I always find it interesting to see what people think about videos. I don't get any comments really, which is, it's fine really, but it's kind of like I've been doing like this shit for 8 years now. On and off, obviously. I'm vlogging, but doing various creative videos and stuff. That's my ego talking. So, yeah. If you've watched this all the way through, then congratulations.